We live in a twilight world and there are no friends at dusk. So today is day one of the Queen's Jubilee. It goes on for 4 days and ends on Sunday, which is the 5th, and the day after is the 6th. Now, I was quite reluctant to make this little presentation because I guess it comes under the category of predictions, and I don't like making predictions. I don't think they're a wise thing to do for many reasons. I mean, firstly, if you're wrong, you look like a complete cunt. And the other reason is, you can give these fuckers ideas. You start making predictions about how the future's going to go. You can give them ideas. But another thing I've noticed as well is that if too many people are on board with the same idea, they will not go ahead with it. Like, I'm pretty sure I had big plans for 9/11, of last year, but because so many people were on top of it with if you remember the Afghanistan, that inflatable plane we all saw with everyone running next to it had 9/11 on the side, and a lot of the Gematria crowd were just, putting their bets on it. Nothing went ahead. So yeah, I'm just going to do a quick little, I guess, dot connecting, or what we call synchro mysticism, regarding the Queen's Jubilee, and what may happen, what might not happen. I'll leave it up to you. But yeah, the Queen's Jubilee. So first things I want to state is I don't believe the Queen is a real person. Okay, she, in my eyes, is a fictional character played by many people. She is a symbol. Okay, a symbol, a very, very powerful symbol, potentially the most powerful symbol currently of this reality, because we are living in the City of London reality right now, which is kind of a point two of the British Empire, and she's the figurehead of that. So yeah, but I put her down as a symbol, or what they call a psychopomp. So I'm not going to get into massive detail what a psychopomp is, but I think everyone, if they've got the time on their hands, go and take a look into what a psychopomp is. And yeah, it's quite important. I mean, it's basically a spirit guide. It's a Greek word, and yeah, it means a spirit guide. And I think Carl Jung used it quite a lot in his work. But yeah, a spirit guide can come in many forms. Obviously, the classic form is the Grim Reaper. He being the spirit guide that will take you to the underworld or the upper world or the next world. He's the most, well-known psychopomp, but there's quite a few, I would say the Terminator, from the Terminator films, he is a psychopomp for John Connor. He has taken John Connor on forward into his next reality. I mean, also the Frank the Rabbit in Donnie Darko, he's a psychopomp. These are just examples. So yeah, the Queen is a massive psychopomp. I will call her a psychopomp, a spirit guide for the NPCs. She is guiding them into the next reality, and at some point she has to die. Now, when she does die, it's going to be a big, big change in the world we live in, because don't be getting fooled by who's the richest person in the world. The Queen is the largest landowner in the world, and that's where the real power lies, in land ownership. Not about who's got the most money. And anyway, when it comes to who's got the most money, most of them are knighted commanders of the British Empire anyway, like Bill Gates. So not only is he part of the British Empire, he's a knighted commander of the British Empire, he also owns the most amount of farmland in the US, which, goes up the rank to pretty much the Queen owning the most amount of farmland in the US. So even by proxy and by association, she pretty much owns this planet, and she's not even a real person. Now, the day after her Jubilee, when everyone's going to be celebrating her, all eyes and all the energy is going to be on her for the next 4 days, the date is going to be the 6th of the 6th, 2022, which in numerology, the 2022 adds up to 6. So we got 666. I mean, that alone is pretty fucking wild, isn't it? I know the Christians love that number. And they've got all kind of like, they attach it to like the devil and whatnot. But as far as I'm aware, in our fake history, the year 666 is when the Roman Empire decided to enforce Christianity upon all of its empire and all of its territories and root out paganism. But yeah, 666, man. I mean, whoever planned out this Gregorian calendar, they sure did plan it out well, because all of these dates line up. Like the one I keep banging on about with World War III starting on the 22nd of the 2nd, 2022, when Russia broke the Minsk agreement and war begun in Ukraine. And there, if you turn her little symbol sideways, I can see a 666 there. Am I stretching a bit here? Maybe. I don't know. Just something to note. Now, what is the other date we know famously for the 6th of June? D-Day. The Normandy landings. D-Day, the Normandy landings. Keep that in mind. D-Day and Normandy. So yeah, that's when the Allies crossed the English Channel and landed in Normandy, and it was the beginning of the end of World War II. Of course, this is just a story we're told. I am quite open in that I don't believe World War II happened any way in which they tell us it happened. So the plan for when the Queen dies is called Operation London Bridge. And what is Operation London Bridge? Well, it's basically all the people around her, the government, the authorities. It's a plan of action, what they're going to do when the Queen dies and how they're going to handle it. I think there's going to be a media blackout. Apparently there's talk of us getting a 12 days off work over here in the UK. I mean, I don't know about that. I don't know if that's going to happen. That's irrelevant anyway. But they've got a whole operation. Now, London Bridge at the moment is currently lit up purple. Purple being the colour of illusion. Her whole event, the whole Jubilee is saturated in purple. I mean, I don't think that's no coincidence. Signs and symbols, colours and numbers, it's all part of the hidden language that people really need to learn. But the day she officially dies is called D-Day. So we had D-Day landings on the 6th of June. And then as soon as the Jubilee ends, it's the 6th of June, 6-6. And I don't know, man. D-Day and D-Day. Make of it what you will. I think that's, like I've said, like, she's not a real person, so she can't actually die. She was never alive in the first place. It's up to whoever, we don't know who's running this simulation, the secret unknowns, to when they tell the masses the fictional character died, you see. So it can be any date they want. Now, this is why I was reluctant to talk about this, because if this would have gone viral, what I'm saying, they would have called it off. So that's why we kind of want to keep it on the down low. I left it till real last minute to say anything. Let's just see what happens. But regardless, she has got to die sometime. And when she does go, we're going to have a massive change in our reality. And I'll tell you another thing as well. Like, we all assume that she's some evil reptilian queen, but you never know. She could be actually be the best of a bad bunch. She could be actually keeping the lower level evil entities at bay, and when she's gone out, there might be a massive power vacuum for who takes over. But we don't live in fear, we don't live in doom. Either way, we're all going to be, us in the tribe are going to be fine. yeah, Normandy landings, 6th of June. Now, the 6th of June obviously is 6-6, and 6-6 is a big number in English history. Of course, 1066 is when the Normans arrived and began their conquest of England. Yet again, 6-6, a massive change in the history, especially regarding England. This is famously where they landed on Hastings, or in Hastings, and King Harold took an arrow to the eye. And yeah, man, it was a big year in history for England. I mean, it started with the death of an English king called Edward the Confessor. Yet again, the death of a king, the death of a queen, you know. There's significant points in the timeline. Of course, 1966, England won the World Cup. So 6-6, it's a big year in English history. So I don't know, the fact that we've now spoken these words out loud, whether it's going to happen or not, I don't know. This is not a prediction, just make of it what you will. I just think it's very, very interesting. The day after the Queen's Jubilee, in numerology, it works out 6.6.6. We live in a twilight world, and there are no friends at dusk.